Hello everyone, and welcome to week 4. It's been a long time coming, and it's technically week 5. Today, we have a bunch of rockets to showcase, and the future of subscale updates. Well, without further ado, let's get into it with the test rocket.
To launch pad.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. We definitely have to angle it.
Yeah.
Angle the rocket.
That was supposed to be straight up. I don't know why it went that way.
Right.
Back to the launch pad. Oh.
Okay, Toby, welcome to week 4.
Yep, we're back.
Yep, and now I would usually say, how did you improve this and stuff? But I don't think you really did.
Nope.
I mean, it's basically perfect.
I actually didn't change a thing. Been doing some other stuff, working on some other stuff, which you might see in this video. We'll see. So we're just kind of launching it again for fun. It'll be a nice test to see if the rest of the rockets will do good.
Now, can you go about the history of this rocket, all the troubles you've had with it?
Yeah. Well, we started off with just basically this, except no special nose cone, some old thread for parachute, too big of a parachute, and some screw-on things that weren't working. And I stole a launch rail from a other rocket that I had. That didn't go well. Then we moved on and we got to a new nose cone, new kind of parachute, and we added these new rails. And that didn't go well either because the parachute burnt up. Now we're on this design where we've got new parachute rope, and we've got new rails, a better system to hold in engines, and a nice little nose cone that screws off.
Now, if I recall correctly, your first rocket, the engine melted into the plastic.
Yes,
something like
it
that.
did. I have solved that issue mostly by making the inside here smaller or bigger. So that this can fit in smoother, so that when it expands, it can't just melt and stick in. But that was already improved last time.
Well, Toby, it's great having you here. Let's give this one last launch.
Yep, one more time.
To launch pad.
3, 2, 1. Basically, I had it friction fit, right?
Yeah.
The problem with it being friction fit with the engine is that if there isn't enough friction, it'll eject itself out, which is exactly what happened. So,
Okay. Well, we can talk more about this in the post interview. Back to the launch pad.
What happened, Toby? Come on, man. What honestly happened? It was so good last week.
well, basically, you have two problems. Your first problem is trying to get the parachute out, okay? Now, to get the parachute out, all you have to do is fire a charge, which the charge will pressurize your inner tube here so much where the air just tries to get out. What it'll do is it'll push the parachute out of the way and deploy it so that the air can get out, or the gases can escape. Now, the other problem is I made mine friction fit, which means that you have to have enough friction in here to hold it in so that when that charge goes out, there is less friction up here than there is down here. The problem with mine is there was less friction at the bottom than at the top, which meant that it was going to eject itself out, which is exactly what happened, which we might have got on video, I'm not sure.
I tried to film it.
So, basically, the parachute had so much friction it couldn't push itself out, and the bottom just had a lot less. So, next time I need to do a screw so that there is no friction required up here, it just will eject it, and or I do the paper. like we did before. So yeah, it's even more friction.
So, a question I have is, will this return in 2024?
We will see. I honestly thinking I might start doing dual deployment. I've got one to work. Let's try doing 2 of engines.
Well, Toby, I'm happy that you're here for week 4, and I hope the best in your future rockets, and they don't end up like this.
Yeah, let's hope not. Wow, there's a lot. That's like a lot.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, see ya.
Yep.
Okay, now on to the SA3's final launch to the launch pad.
To launch pad!
Josh, welcome back for
I
the
know.
final week of 2023.
Good to be here. Hopefully make some progress. Seen a lot over the few weeks, so hopefully see it to come right here.
Your rocket has had probably the most toughest road to drive on.
It has had a rough few weeks. Week 1, did a bunch of flips, caught on fire. Yeah. Week 2, landed on the roof, parachute didn't deploy. And week 3, it got stuck on the ground because parachute didn't deploy. And week 4 is about to change it.
Hopefully, for the better way. Now, you went for the same design as the last one. You didn't really change much, but what are the minor things you changed?
Minor things I changed is I am attaching the string on the outside, whereas before I had a hook on the inside, which was getting the parachute caught. This should, there's nothing to catch it on because it's nothing.
Well, there's only one way to find out if we're going to be launching an E-engine in that thing today.
I know.
Let's head to the launch pad.
To launch pad! 3, 2, 1.
Well, Josh, the SA3 still hasn't fully 100% successfully recovered.
No, it hasn't, but we recovered this, and this is all intact. And that was kind of, I guess, part of the goal. So I got like 75% of the way there. Now, this is still intact, so we may end up seeing it later in the video. I will let the conditions tell us that.
Well, as of right now, at the time of recording this, it should be okay. Just depends on how long it takes to pick up my rocket and the
We'll find out. But
So-
I gotta say, I know I probably should do some stronger string, but other than that, this thing is good to go. Like, I can't complain much else. It flew high, it flew straight. Like, how high do you think it went?
I can't say. I don't know.
Probably a few 600, 700,
Yeah, around
8, maybe. Probably 8.
Well, I have a question. Will we see the SA3 again, or will we see its sibling, the SA4, show up in 2024?
I don't know. We'll probably see. Well, I want to try and keep this, and at least like the SA3 version. We'll probably see both, to be honest, in 2024.
I know you told me a while back that you're working on another rocket project.
I am Jericho. That's all I will tell.
Okay. Well, we'll see you in 2024. And now, on to Star Chaser, my rocket, my second ever one, to the launch pad.
To launch pad!
Alright, Nate, so we've got a whole new looking rocket here today.
Yes, we do. This is the Star Chaser.
Star Chaser, that's a good name. So, let's talk about the history of your rocket. What's this thing gone through?
This thing has not really gone through much. It was basically 3D printed, assembled today.
I mean, like, so how was the previous generations building
So-
up to this?
So, last gen was the ITS AVG, as you all know. And the problems that it had was that it was just a bit too small. There's a lot of problems because of the smallness.
Yes.
So this time I expanded it probably a bit too much,
I think it looked great.
but it's also the first time it's all been built in Fusion instead of anything being made in Tinkercad. And it's 4 parts instead of 3.
Alright. So what are your predictions for it today?
That's gonna get off the launch pad and maybe go, I hope, 500 feet.
500 feet. That seems pretty good, especially with the wind today.
Yeah, it's a very windy day.
And then talk about some new design.
So my design is basically the same thing as the ITS AVG, bigger fin can, but with this there's a shoulder in the fin can that connects to this one, this part of the body tube, which has a wider shoulder, so this one could fit, so it could fit more in it.
Makes sense.
And then the nose cone, due to its center of gravity and stuff, I had to add fishing weights. The person recording knows what those are.
I do.
So it could, because this was made at my school's 3D printers, the rest was made at my own 3D printer, and this was like really heavy.
Well, I'm looking forward to see how this thing flies. I don't know about you.
I'm excited. I hope that I can successfully recover it and that the parachute deploys, because we've been having problems with that all day.
Not me.
All right, well, let's watch it fly.
To launch pad.
Launching in 3, 2, 1.
That's a parachute. Water? Water. Big thing, big thing.
It's smoking. Yeah, just dump some water on it. No parachute, but I didn't think I have enough time.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it did.
come.
Parachute did
probably
come
at
out.
the end.
Yeah. But it can't get used anymore. The thing fell off.
Here we are. Hey, you're good with the water. Couldn't it?
Okay.
Wow. He did it, Josh.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, but I think it actually landed sideways.
Sideways, yeah.
It didn't actually go into it.
So your tape almost came off a little bit.
Yeah, I can tell.
Up here is good.
It's still stuck in though.
Take this from you.
That's good.
And then let's make sure it later. There's that bit.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, that came off.
Yeah, so I can't use it again unless we were to use your super glue. But I don't think we're gonna launch it again.
But hey.
Not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
the
our
gap.
good
I was
recover.
a bit worried about that too. There was a
Good,
gap.
good.
The gap right here was.
That's
really
okay. It's because it ejected.
I could just press it in like that.
Perfect.
And there we have it.
Oh, God.
So,
I think it. No. Okay.
let's do a post launch.
Yep.
Post launch interview.
All right. So how'd it go?
Well, it actually was how I expected it. It was gonna be too heavy for the engine that was used.
Looked like it.
As you could, if you replay the footage, you could tell. So I think I'm just happy that I have it all in one piece. I don't have to reglue anything.
So what do you think you're gonna change to make it go better?
Well, this version of it will probably never see the light of day again. It's going to go on my shelf and stay there. But for 2024, the Star Chaser will come back. It will be known as the Star Chaser E. It will have room for a stronger engine. It will be a lot taller and should hopefully be a bit lighter.
Okay.
Because the problem was that engine.
All right. Well, we'll hope to see you in 2024.
Yeah, you probably will.
Probably.
Now, let's get on to the.
Astro.
Yeah, whatever.
Astrocam?
Astrocam.
To the launch pad.
To launch pad.
This is the Etsy's Astrocam. What that means is that it has a camera to get onboard footage. Hopefully, if we are able to recover this, which we will, we'll be able to use this camera in future builds. It also has a probability of going up 900 feet. We'll see how that is with all the wind today. This is the second to last launch today, and we have something very special for you at the end. Stay tuned.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Josh, it looks like you have a redneck rocket now.
I do. I took a nose cone of one of our old rockets and said, what the heck, we have an E, let's do it. We haven't launched one at all this year, and if we're going to do it, week 4 today is going to be the week.
This is going to be the finale. Last thing you will see.
Gotta go out with a bang, whether a physical bang or...
Metaphorical bang.
What?
Metaphorical.
It's probably going to be a physical
Yeah,
bang. It's probably going to be a physical.
Physical and metaphorical bang.
Probably both.
Now, I was unable to tell Toby this, but how do you think this weekly rocket test for 2023 has been?
I think it's been good, honestly. I made some good progress, and I know that the only thing bottlenecking me right now is some stronger string. Other than that, I think I went from doing spins to catching a fire, and then made some progress, and now here it is. We got it back.
The redneck
Granted,
rocket.
I
everyone.
jury-rigged it, but we don't need to know that.
It's a redneck rocket. Well, let's finish this off with a bang.
With a bang.
To the launch pad.
To the launch pad. 3, 2, 1.
Hold on a minute.
Safety debriefing 101. Rocketry.
Oh, me. Okay. So
That was your cue.
we took every precaution to make sure this was safe.
Yep.
We've done multiple tests of rockets before. None of them have experienced a rapid unscheduled disassembly.
It wasn't my fault.
Nope. Basically, what we believe happened is we had a faulty engine. Now this can happen. Defective engines come out all the time. We have to be careful with them though. Especially with this one, the charge almost seemed to prematurely go off, which just ignited the entire engine, which is why you see flames out both ends. But we took every precaution to be safe. We stood well further back than we needed to. But yeah.
And it wasn't my fault.
No, technically. He did choose that motor.
Alright. Whatever.
So, yep.
Stay safe.
Water, yeah. Wow.
That just exploded.
Holy crap. Holy. Where's the nose go over there? Look at all this smoke.
Oh god. Why did it explode? Take, I don't know. And with an ESA3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Hey, back up. Nate, you're literally on water duty.
Today we have saw a lot of rockets launch with really good success rates, and we saw some explosions as well. And this is what I believe to be a great conclusion for weekly rocket testing in 2023. Now hold up just there. That does not mean subscale is ending and will never come back. We are working on a new plan with RC cars to do over the winter and into the early spring, and we'll probably begin setting these up sometime around March, April 2024. Get ready to see those.